So we have to.
Ship coming in.
Oh, it was Lutem. What's that? There's on?
Ship coming in 45. Above us.
I see that. That is a M80. It's a matey.
Oh, the M80 was so good.
Yeah, it is.
Splendid.
Yeah, it is. Oh, we're shooting. He's shooting at bears on
shit.
jets.
Oh, I'm gone. I want to eat cap though, so you can still get me.
Can you get him up?
But no.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. Oh, shit.
I killed him. Don't worry.
Oh, he didn't train that his own.
Yes, this guy
Oh, shit.
That's a kill stream. Come on, get your raffles in. Good shot, Rob. It totally looked like I did that.
If you have any funny or epic Star Citizen moments and would like to be featured, please see the link in the description. Enjoy today's Star Citizen moments.
Mobile. Grandpa says I say it wrong every time. Mobile, right? We were just down there, but instead of going up through Mobile, we took that little ferry around. And it was really cool. Oh, no! I'm not the only one.
Well, there's that.
It wasn't me.
Oh, there's another guy. That railgun? Dude. Fucking damn it! Hey! Now I have a reason to go kill the fucker.
Oh, this is very bad.
Oh, there's a rock right there. There's literally an asteroid.
Hey, go to operations and shut off the engines.
Oh my God, we're dead.
Quick, go to
I'm running. I don't want to look. I don't want to look.
You're okay, you're okay, you're okay.
This,
Oh, you're
I don't
not
wanna
gonna
look.
keep us here. Go, 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 go.
I'm going. I'm going. I don't want to look for Sue.
ironclad thing?
Open the door. Open the door. I'm dying. I'm not dying. I am dying.
Take your helmet off. Take your helmet off.
Helmet's off. Helmet's off. It doesn't care. It doesn't care. I'm dead. I'm dead. Time till death. 16 seconds. 16 seconds. 16.
I finally made it.
One collector said time to haul come interstellar legal pot.
What?
He's probably doing some drug hauling missions. Low-key just adding himself. Apparently he's a popular guy because someone's like, no way it's Bone Collector. So the seller told me.
Is he slamming it? We might have to go to wherever he is if he's slamming it.
What kind of drugs is slam, like crack or? We were talking about slamming the chat.
Bro, he's slamming it.
Space skooma. Yeah.
How high is your rent?
Almost a senior contractor.
Oh yeah. Punk, bro. 94 tip. 69 jam. I really need to refill. I've only done one mission.
Yeah, shit could get tragic.
I don't have enough fuel to go anywhere.
Just make a beacon.
I will.
Super quick. I might not live past this mission. I'm at 9% hydration. It's making me ping the area. It could be over, honestly.
Bro, the scorpions are saving me. I called them the refuel beacon, and there's enemies on me. They're literally saving me.
That's fire. Might be tech, low-key. I love how land mode looks from the outside of your ship too. It illuminates your cockpit.
Maybe this is some tech. You literally just go up to any enemies ever and create a beacon. Scorpions will save you.
Don't forget about the Starfarer too. Starfarer, low-key tanky.
He just sits there though.
Got the guns. Okay, shit. 7% hydration.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
What it? I don't even know. This could be a Perseus. Probably not. Definitely not.
Well, I'm cooked.
Is what you would say if you were dead, but you're not. Get a lock in.
My beacon's on cooldown. They just left me.
Holy. I'm so locked in, that was crazy. Just pulled up and killed everyone.
I can't make it anywhere.
Maybe low hydration is tech.
Maybe you can come refill me.
They don't trust you anymore with the refueling. Got them murdered. Like banned.
Spamming missiles.
5% hydration. Shit looks crazy. There would be a fucking 400 eye.
Fuck. I have to backspace.
Look at the situation I'm in. No shields. Shield. Fuck. Well, I can't like. I have like fucking 4 hydrations. Like. The Guardian. Katana. Like 1 left. After that, and I also have like 60 bullets.
What do you call it that? It's a Reliant.
There is a Reliant Tana, which is the light fighter version. Like there's multiple versions of the Tana. The Reliant. The only one is like that's the fighter is the fucking the Tana. I'm pretty sure. Like all the other ones are just like Explorer. Not a ammo now. Dead.
Grab him.
No, I still got the 2 like laser cannons and demon. I just can't see through this shit. I'm hitting though. I mean, why do you call it a scorpion? Never been a scorpion.
Scorpion.
Scorpius. Guardian's dead. Fuck, they got me. There's literally 2 left. Just the Reliant and 1 more. Oh, it was the Reliant and the 400 eye. 400 eye is pretty cool.
Yeah. The big ship. Why is there a Buccaneer in my small hangar, bro? I totally requested the Corsair.
yeah. You at Stanton Gateway?
Yep.
Wait for me. Don't leave it. I'll hop in the turret.
Corsair turret?
You got some sawbucks on them?
Nah, it's all attritions. It's not even all attrition, it's just like badgers. What the fuck? Kill him.
Pull up the gat.
Pulling up with the gat.
Yeah. Man, I wish my dragonfly would. Oh, it does! Alright. Oh, yeah. Or why do I not? What the fuck is that?
Go in the hangar.
Yeah.
Leave the elevator and go back in.
What?
If you don't see your hangar, it's normally because you're in like somebody else's elevator they called.
I can see the anger. I just don't have my fucking multi-tool that I know I had when I hopped off. Oh yeah, it's in here, but it doesn't have fucking, whatever. I don't have a tractor beam multi-tool, but I have a salvage one. No, SCM containers.
That's all you need.
Most unprepared.
Yo, what's up, James? 123675. Go to name.
Do you have a tractor beam?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
I have a max lift and a normal one.
Yeah. Can you meet me in my hangar real quick, or are you already out?
I'm in my hangar. I can come by. I was loading up the Corsair.
Don't load it too much.
What's going on?
We're loading that into this. I just need a tractor beam for the very last part. I don't need it for the beginning. So just bear with me. I'll let you know.
You're totally just gonna slam the dragonfly into this shit. It's gonna be really funny.
No.
You can go down there if it's on. It's like a hover bike. You can just immediately start flying down there.
I need the bed open.
Can I tractor beam your ship? No, I can't. Ship too big.
Or not the ship, but this ship can. Just give me 1 second. Open up the gate. Let me line it up and turn it off, and then we can tractor beam after that.
Why is it fucking bounce?
This thing's weird. Okay, and then let me turn it off real quick. And then hop off. Alright, and now just pick it up and just forwards. slowly forwards. Keep going. And that should be good.
Yeah, you can just close it. Oh, are you gonna put that in the Corsair?
Yeah, that's what I was planning. I'm putting this whole thing in the Corsair. And then I'm gonna hop in the turret and have like a mothership that we can like run around in, and then also a small ship if we want to like explore together. That fits both of us and a ground vehicle. I feel like that'd be cool.
Open my fucking doors, bro. What the fuck? Why is my hanger broken? I guess. Back to the lobby. Oh, my hanger just broke. I was trying to get the Wicklow Nox, because that shit's hot, but where you accept the Wicklow Nox quest, it's just like blank. There's nothing there. Okay. It's weird.
No, it probably is.
What?
Nah. Probably works just fine.
Well, I can't click F on it. There's nothing there. It wasn't interactable. And, also, my shit doesn't work anymore. Nothing works.
So you just pulling up my hanger. Just take the renegade out.
Yeah, like, my hanger used to work, and now it doesn't.
Well, maybe go back to the lobby.
That's where I'm at. Okay. It just says retrieve vehicle, wait, and nothing happens.
Be patient. Sometimes it takes like up to a minute. That's what I was saying. Like when I was like, it won't retrieve my vehicle if I leave the terminal. You have to just wait on please wait retrieving vehicle, and then it takes a second, and then it's there. It's like I don't know.
That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit, chat. I just unloaded a full mag and did nothing to him.
Yeah, I don't know, what do I do? You like server hop? I like go back to Arias and...
I don't know, bro. Like, try something, anything, I don't know. It was just working, the server like seemed fine. You can like alt F4 and come back, you haven't even, like, I don't know, do something instead of just spamming the same button that doesn't work.
What's the one that fucking that Nosh keeps saying he wants? Starts with an A. Arasco? No, that's like a group of people. What?
Oh my god. What just happened?
What? Did he die? What?
Oh my god. What just happened? Alright, we'll do that. We'll try that out. I'm an idiot. Do I have my helmet on? Thank God. Stupid mic in my way? No, slow back. 35. No. Alright, I'm gonna bring up the boxes. It's a tail, guys. It's a very, very limited tail. Okay, here we go. Stock's running low. They're sold. We've all sold. Sorry, guy.
That's right.
You can't make this up.
Houston, we have a problem. Okay.
Sometimes.
Got a bunch of dead bodies.
Someone just crashed.
What the first one shot a Yankee on the nose, Alpha?
Probably bloody. Train.
Bloody, there's a freight train here with us.
Bloody is so dedicated. Streaming will very explain while on the train.
Alright, Jesus. It's.
Yeah, you can call on your Scorpius off in your turret.
No, I'm just playing any other game at this point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, you run into one bug and it's fucking end of the world, can't do anything.
I just
won't
said
do
I
anything.
don't know what to do, bro. That's all I said. I said I don't know what to do.
Try
Do I go to a
options, try
Ryerson?
stuff.
Do I,
No,
like, I
just
alted
alt
forward,
F4.
nothing worked.
Okay, then talk to me. Say stuff. Not fucking everything. Nothing works. Nothing works. What do I do? Nothing works. What do I do? Nothing works. I say stuff to do, and then you don't say that you tried anything, and you just say the same thing that you've been saying over and over again. Like,
I just
I don't know.
encountered this bug before. I've tried alt F4ing before.
Okay, I said everything that I did, and everything that worked. And then you tell me that you tried doing nothing, didn't explain anything. Like, just play a game that you
Kill
don't
somebody?
have
Like,
to
I don't
think
know why
at
they're
all.
honking this long.
Then you have to think, it's just like, what do I do? 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 Nothing works.
Yeah, sorry for fucking asking your opinion. What do I do?
And then I tell you what to do, and then you don't tell me anything. You don't say, I tried this, and it didn't work, what do I do next? Like, you just nothing works. Nothing works.
I didn't say anything after that. You're just fucking pissed because I didn't talk.
So much armor.
Sorry.
I am definitely shooting you in the face. I am definitely shooting you directly in the fucking...
He went underneath. He's like, oh, I can't get you from the side. Oh, and he ran into something. Cool. Fuck. This is how you take out your opponents. Use your environment.
Hey. What the fuck? Unclick this.
because balance. What the fuck was...
Sam's been struggling to adapt.
It's my box and start. So do we can fall through, pull the undersuit, pull the bot the station. Well, if we're gonna sell out of this box, so let me send it down. Now we can go to the cargo center here and sell everything instantly. In the elevator here, we can just take it to the cargo center. Here's the terminal. Let's see. I'm just gonna select sell here. Now scroll down all the way. Here's our box. Don't quick sell. Press on the box. Then you can hit sell. It will give you a list of all the loot, but in this case it seems like they didn't buff this at all. They just left it default since we can only earn 20k. In previous patches we used to earn way more, closer to 100k thereabout. So is this worth doing? I definitely don't recommend it. This is super disappointing. I won't be doing this again, but at least now you know. Don't waste your time with it. I hope you enjoyed this video. A big
and go try it out.
That's what I'm. Maybe I will.
Good.
Huh? Piece of junk. Watch.
In the middle 2000s, Sony Animation was the new kid on the block. 3D computer animation had only existed for barely over a decade. By the early 2000s, it had proven itself to not just be an expensive parlor trick, but truly here to stay. Sony had to prove its animation prowess among the bigger titans of Pixar, DreamWorks, and Disney. After open season, Surf's Up would be only its second animated feature. It had a long road to achieve animation respect, but an early hit could really jumpstart that, especially since it could claim a unique title shared by no other film. It would be the only feature-length animated mockumentary in existence.
Right there. Whoa, what is that? What is that? It's a sound thing.
I like risks. More specifically, when film studios try something different and original with their stories. And that's exactly what animation is so good at doing. It's an art form with nearly no limits, and that's what directors Ash Brannon and Chris Buck wanted to take advantage of. This wasn't Ash Brannon's first experience with this kind of bold thinking and innovation. He had a background at Pixar as a directing animator and story artist, and eventually he was named co-director for the hit Toy Story 2 with Lee Unkrich. Ash and Chris wanted to take the risk of an animated movie told in a mockumentary style.
Yeah, so I woke up this morning, I didn't know where I was, and it's never, like, a good place to be when you wake up.
But to make this fun idea work, this experimentation would need some innovation. The key to documentaries and mockumentaries is that it's real and raw. There's no hyper-polished set of camera moves, you're capturing life in the moment.
Look at most documentaries, you got somebody with a camera on their shoulder just trying to capture spontaneous moments. And it's often rough and jittery, and we wanted that organic kind of feel to the camera.
This freedom with the camera, the handheld shakiness and whip pans, turned the camera into a sort of other character in the film. And that's what Ash and Chris wanted. It would become a subtle yet important effect for the flavor they needed to capture for a fun and laid-back surfing film. But as easy as a shaky camera is in real life, Creating this authentic sort of camera shake in animation poses a real problem.
It's really hard to do that in a computer. You usually get real smooth, calculated moves.
Keyframing each camera shake by hand would take an absolute eternity, and making it feel authentic is the height of difficulty. I tried to keyframe a few shaky moves on this still shot here, and you can see how ineffective it is. So Ash and Chris had to devise a solution.
Because we actually have a little camera attached to the top of the camera itself. And what that does is it senses its surrounding environment. And above the camera we actually have a grid which contains small LEDs that the camera itself senses. And so whenever you move the camera, the little camera that's actually on top knows at any one point exactly where it is, and it feeds that information into the computer.
The team piggybacked off of a system developed for the Polar Express, except in this case there was no motion capture of the actors. After creating a shot with this system, they found that there was roughly only 20% of the animation to finish before final picture lock. Their system had done the rest. Ultimately, 85% of the film would be comprised of these virtual camera shots. The longer documentary tracking shot style contributed to a total of less than 900 overall shots, which is fewer than half the typical for animated films.
This was going to be a number of shots cutting backwards and forwards between our two main characters, and we realized that we could shoot the whole thing as one continuous camera mode using the handheld camera system and just track the characters through the jungle, really get a feeling of the jungle in front of you.
The result speaks for itself. By making the camera another character in the film, sometimes even more literally, it makes this film feel so much more personal and chill, fitting into the sort of hang loose vibe and reinforcing the core theme of the film to not take yourself too seriously.
What? No, it's going great.
Part of this vibe was achieved in the way they recorded the voice actors. The majority of animated films do not have voice actors record altogether. Famously, Mike Myers and Eddie Murphy did not meet each other once when recording Shrek. But Surf's Up not only had the actors recording together, they created an environment where authentic interaction and improvisation could flow freely.
Have those moments where we physically would hold on to each other. The scene with Shai and Zoe, where I'm trying to push him. You know, we literally kind of reenacted the scene. Joe, why don't you just do it?
I didn't know it.
I'm just kidding, Joe.
Of course, there's no surfing if there's no waves, and the Surf's Up team knew there'd be a lot riding on getting the waves right.
The ultimate thing in surfing, to ride inside the wave and make it out of it. It's all we want to do every day.
It's almost impossible to describe. There's nothing I can compare it to.
The team understood they couldn't just have some sort of stiff blanket-like wave simulations controlled by the computer. So they went about building their own controls for the waves, kind of like they would for any other character. And to ensure they were getting the look just right, they brought in someone who'd know a thing or two about waves, the greatest pro surfer of all time.
Why do surfers always have long hair?
We had a bunch of work in progress waves that we were testing with, and he drew over our waves and was talking about where the shape needed to be a little bit different, and where the surface film actually needed to suck a little faster, a little bit slower.
It was like drawing the shapes of the the slope of where the wave itself starts to square off and where it goes vertical.
I couldn't go and get on the computer and actually animate a wave properly, but I can tell you where it needs to change. So it's a whole bunch of people putting in their 2 cents at the right times and right places to make something work.
Surf's Up released on June 8th, 2007, and jockeying for room between Pirates of the Caribbean and Fantastic Four, it ultimately grossed around $150 million, over a budget of $100 million, certifying it as a moderate flop. And despite Surf's Up's innovation and charm, it was outshined by one of Pixar's towering classics.
Ratatouille.
But Surf's Up as a movie doesn't really feel like it's begging for awards. It's doing its own thing. It's animation having fun. Much like the finale of the movie, I think the team for Surf's Up just had a huge amount of fun making the movie. Ash, Chris, and the team at Sony proved that Big Z is right. As cool as winning can feel, it wasn't the reason you started doing the things you enjoy, so don't let it be the only reason you do them. In an age where obsession is glorified and competitive dominance is mythologized, this film has never been more relevant. Maybe doing what you love, with the people you love, is more important than plastic trophies and accolades from people you don't even know. When the surf is up, if you're paddling out and you've got friends to join you, you've already won.
What's up, guys? I'm Salty Mike, and this is your Star Citizen Weekend Review for June 1st, 2026. This was one of the slower weeks we've seen all year. The .1 is not in any PTU, no mention of events or anything like that, and mining. Okay, so since it's been a bit of a slow week on the official news side of things, I've been really thinking hard about something I want to see. This is simply not working for me anymore. Mining has hit a level of importance that I was dreaming it would have years ago. Crafting is in the game in almost full force, and in order to get the best possible gear, there's only one way. Somebody has to mine a lot of high quality ore. But I want to quote someone that I really respect, but I'll keep who they are private. You know who you are. There's a lot of cool things in Star Citizen, but they still haven't given me a gameplay loop I'm fond of yet. I thought bounty hunting would be it. Nope. Cargo missions? No. Big elaborate combat experiences? Nope. All things I like in theory and in other games and should enjoy in this one, but I don't, because Star Citizen has weird barriers or pacing issues, right? Now, I've mined this patch more than I ever have in Star Citizen, and it is painful, and it really has issues with pacing and some very weird barriers. A combination of many things is causing this, in my opinion. The most obvious one is scanning. The solutions they have spoken about do not solve the core issue. Declan posted on Spectrum about this a couple months ago, saying that they want to add secondary materials like carbon for steel refining, and the quality just won't be as much of a factor on the end product, or at all in this case. But just the lower the quality, the more of it you will need. Will that help us want more material? Maybe, probably a little bit, but this doesn't solve the fact that ore is 5 to 20 kilometers away from each other. A cluster you might scan for minutes to see if the quality is good enough, and then if it is, you break the rock, and then you have to scan every piece again, and then you need to break it again possibly, and you do the scan again to see if those pieces are worth picking up. This experience is exactly what I no longer want to see in Star Citizen. So what drew me to mining to this game in the first place? It's pretty simple. I love MMOs. I love their economies and how crafting and gathering can literally be what makes them run. But what Star Citizen did with mining was really special. It was not mindless, it was active. The minigame for mining is what makes Star Citizen mining so special. And I never want to see that go away. But in the example I gave just a second ago, how much time did I spend scanning and how much time did I spend doing the minigame of mining? I would be lucky if I spent 3% of my actual session mining. That's what I want to see change at its core. Normally, this is where I would stop on my feedback. I have so much faith in people like Torsten and his team that they get it, but like most teams at the company, they're probably doing way too many things at one time. We know that they're on engineering, and look at how that went. To really just stop and see how far off the experience really is that they're trying to deliver. So what triggered this conversation? Well, it was a new game that just came out that's all about mining. It's called Star Miner. I do not want to make Star Citizen Star Miner or EVE Online mining like people in the comments will surely claim. Absolutely not. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But can Star Citizen learn why those games feel better to me? And maybe change something? Yes. So when I mine in those games, I spend very little time scanning, if at all. And I spend my time mining. In Star Miner, you mine asteroids that are quite large. When you scan, it reveals where each material, the rock, like what each material is, like where it is on the rock, which is super cool. And as you mine the rock, it slowly shrinks, which kind of feels satisfying as well, but you're mostly just static there, lasers on. Kind of boring, right? That's not exactly what I want to bring to the game. I think it's something entirely different, and Star Citizen was already set up to kind of solve this problem. Why did it feel better, right? Well, they kind of screwed that up, because 4.7 and 4.8, they made a change that basically ruined everything. In nearly every game I've enjoyed mining in, but specifically Star Miner and EVE Online, cargo and logistics is the way ships are balanced for those games. How do they achieve this? By requiring a lot of material to craft, and inventories on ships are limited. Star Citizen has limited cargo on their mining ships as well, but with the advent of quality introduced into the game, and the time it takes to find a good rock, it could be hours or possibly more than one session to fill a golem, let alone a mole. Logistics or cargo capacity is a non-factor in this game now, but it is nowhere near as important. Well, I guess it's not a non-factor, but it's nowhere near as important as it used to be. The hunt for 900 plus is absolutely terrible, and it's not fun even when you find it. There's just not a lot of it, right? So let me get to the point. I usually don't want to give solutions. I like to share my issues and let developers do their job and solve those issues, right? As they're the developers, they certainly know more about game development than I do. But I think CIG is so far from where Star Citizen mining needs to be, and I have to at least give an example of what I might want to see. I want to mine. I don't want to scan endlessly. In Star Miner, every single rock on the map is worth mining to some extent. I might need it more at a given time, but you need everything, right? That's not the case in Star Citizen. So I'm searching for a certain ore. I should be able to find that in minutes in Star Citizen. Maybe it should be listed on the star map or the RABs, for example, like in Pyro, right? And I should know what is... is at each location it should be just much easier to deal with. CIG actually has done a much better job with this in 4.7 and 4.8, but I think the best way to improve it is this. And this is how I want Star Citizen to change mining completely. Before I lay this out, because I don't want any of you to get mad, I do not want to take the spirit of Star Citizen or the spirit of Star Citizen mining out of the game. I love the... Check this. Where does the spirit of Star Citizen mine to stay? No exceptions. The minigame is all about staying in a green zone, and that challenge is what we have now with the consequence of exploding. And that has to stay too. Instability and resistance, all of that can play a factor. They don't have to change any code from that standpoint to make mining better, in my opinion. But the mining minigame could be more about how fast you consume the material, or how fast you fill your cargo hold and turn in, and how much value you might have created for your time. But it doesn't have to be this break, scan kind of thing. Similar to Star Miner, I would love to just visually see where different materials are on multi-material rocks in the game, and just be able to target them by pointing at them. This makes single-seater miners easier to move around a rock and get what you need, while a mole might require more coordination. I happen to have so much material inside if I'm in a single-seater ship. Maybe more than once if I'm in a mole. Why not? Because you don't have to balance single-seater mining ships as much if we do it this way against is wannabe and seeing the word impossible. A prospector can have its own progression with size 1 to 3 lasers even. Every mining ship
have always wanted to. carrier operations in Star Citizen. But I've also wondered, what's the point? Why launch fighters from a carrier when those same fighters can just quantum travel themselves wherever they need to go? And then this happened. I'm spinning. Shit. I punch out. What happens when a fighter runs out of ammo? What happens when it takes damage? What happens when the pilot has to eject? Well, those aren't problems if you have a carrier. Exiting Quantum. As our crew aboard the Pequod spent more time in 4.8, we started taking on harder and harder contracts. I arrived late to the party here, but I quickly quantum jump in an Avenger Titan and join a fight already underway.
Hey, welcome to the party, Dance.
Yep, you got one on your 6. I'm engaging him. It's a buck. While Acid worked targets in his Hornet, I focused on covering his 6 and keeping pressure on disabled enemies before they could recover. Splash 1. Got a Hornet on you, Acid. Alright, splash on the Hornet.
Dagger right now, so yeah, these are hit.
Oop, I'm hit. Breaking off.
I'm covering you. There was a fucking Vanguard. Oh, god damn. Defending.
Alright, I'm regrouping with Acid.
It's just Vanguard.
I see him. You got 3 on your tail, Acid.
Come on, motherfucker.
Yeah, talk about shooting him.
Kill.
I'm on Ryan Nathan.
Yeah, it's gonna fight.
You're already engaging him. I'm engaging the other Ryan. I'm in Robbins. As we fight through waves of enemies, it becomes clear that I can't keep this up forever. I'm low on ammo.
What size?
Size 4.
Vanguards everywhere.
I loaded size 4 into the Polaris. Go to it.
Normally, I'd have to go back to port to rearm, but with the Polaris nearby, we could stay out in the field far longer than normal. Alright, I'm out of main gun ammo. I just have my size 3 lasers now.
Come land.
Yeah, we got this. Go land. Because I'm gonna need a rearm and repair.
Alright, I'm headed back. After burning through all of my ballistic ammo, I landed aboard the Polaris to rearm in the field. By the way, don't mind the fact that my character has no hands. That's a bug with the new flight suits in 4.8.
Yeah, I got some repairs to do.
Alright, taking off.
Oh yeah, that worked pretty well, huh?
Yeah, that was awesome, dude. Holy shit.
Dude, being able to rearm like that is crazy.
With this logistics capability, we were able to run back-to-back contracts much more smoothly. Fighters would land, repair, reload, and launch while the Polaris stayed on station. At one point, I hovered alongside the ship while the Polaris' crew crawled around repairing my ship like a school of remora around a shark. I'm enjoying watching you guys crawl around my ship too much. This is sick, dude. To paraphrase my wingman Acid, this is exactly what I wanted this game to be.
He's good?
Yeah, he's good. Alright. We are clearly good to push away.
I'm clear?
Yeah.
Our next contract took us deep into one of Pyro's dense mining regions.
What's it called?
At first, it seemed like this would be a cakewalk. A lot of the enemy ships were completely dormant, yet another bug in 4.8.
I think that's all of them. Fueling on a Hornet or M80 that are modded.
But eventually, we reached the final wave, and suddenly, everything woke up. Okay. I'm pulling back to the Polaris. I'm shields down and getting overwhelmed. I got isolated inside a massive cloud of enemies and started taking heavy damage.
Right next to me. Yeah.
My shields are gone. I lost control.
Punch out, brother.
For a few seconds, even my ejection controls stopped responding. Punch out. Once I finally got clear, I realized just how badly my Titan had been hit. While the Polaris finished the fight, I was left floating in space, waiting to be recovered. Stop, 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 stop. Holy shit. Don't move. I got this. I'm in. The latest contract had cost us ships and supplies, so the Polaris returned to Checkmate to regroup and restock. This time, I took out one of the new Origin M80 heavy fighters. With our two M80s and the Polaris supporting us, we pushed into another high-risk contract.
Hey,
That's
there's
a retaliator.
Retaliator.
He's showing up red for me on my comms. That's why.
Careful of the crossfire.
The M80 handles enemy fighters easily. One splash. Yeah, the firepower on this thing is pretty insane.
One more.
Yeah, working it. I'm trying to get the nose cannon on him.
Just cancel one more.
Here he is. Here he is. Moving up. Moving up.
Eventually, we reached the contract's final target, another Polaris.
Yeah. If you look at the nose, you kind of can't miss it.
Oh shit. Yeah, the firepower is scary though.
Just go for the. Just help him with the engine.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
That top left engine's off.
Yep. Right, there's some right.
Top turrets. I think they're both up right now.
Yeah, top turrets. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
have angle. I have 0 angle.
Copy.
Then, disaster strikes.
Hey, Dancy, careful, you're on his front.
My engines are disabled. I had drifted in front of the Polaris's main gun, which landed a critical hit. My ship survived, but something was seriously wrong. Alright, I'm back up. Oop, nope. Every time I tried to strafe left or down, the fighter would violently lose control. Oh, I'm spinning. Shit, 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 shit.
You should definitely have a Scorpion.
There it is. Yep. He's dead.
Here's Mercado.
Ready?
No, Cato.
Thankfully, my crewmates finished the fight, and I come in for a landing on the Polaris. The damage was too severe to repair aboard the Polaris, so instead I joined the Polaris crew in stripping the disabled enemy ship for anything useful. Rearming a Polaris normally costs a fortune, so salvaging enemy munitions was more than worth the effort. By the end of the session, we'd recovered stranded pilots, sustained damaged fighters, salvaged enemy warships, and spent hours operating deep in Pyro, only returning to port once. At some point, the Polaris stopped feeling like just another combat ship. It had become a mobile base, sustaining the entire operation.
Greetings, lovely citizens from beautiful planet of Terminus. Butatron here, and I have one very important question. Do you want to become a headhunter? Why I am asking? Because around Terminus, in Unverified tab, when you choose Bounty Hunter tab, you have this mission. Wanna be a headhunter? One of the entry-level ship combat missions. One of two available for head. headhunters, and they are quite good to get some reputation. Very fast, and on top of this, if you go around Terminus, you have option to get Grade A stealth cooler blueprints and M6As, M7As and M8As cannons. I know right now deadbolts are meta, but I feel in the next patch M-series cannons will be quite useful. I can be wrong, but as you seen in my previous video, if you have a ship like Corsair, having mixed loadout with M-series cannons and deadbolts is working pretty nice. I am right now in Rap Landing, one of the headhunters settlements. Normally I could just go around and loot something, but I don't want to waste time today. Let's just confirm this mission. Let's check out also maintenance. Oh, we have some maintenance missions for headhunters. That's quite interesting. I don't want to do it for now.
in, twin. Lock in, twin. You are drunk. Lock the fuck in, twin! Holy shit, bro. Bro's still doing Groundhog Day. How many loads do you want to grab before you get a kill, pussy? Like, what's wrong with me? Sorry, guys.
Oh, Militia's back in chat. You're looking for a guy with an alien skull helmet? Yeah, my first mission was bowed. Found a boom tube off the last one that I did though. Kind of sick.